loosening the body up. So we're just gonna bring our arms up, hands facing each other, and we're gonna move them back towards our ears, which makes my shoulders pop. And then we're gonna bring them back up to 90 and turn those palms down towards the floor. And just do this with a couple inhales and exhales. So inhale up, exhale, bring them back by your ears. As you bring them back by your ears, notice if your lower back arches and comes up off the floor. Pull it down and engage those lower abdominals. Then bringing them up to 90, turn the palms and shoulders come down and back. So we're reaching the thumbs towards the heels. Shoulders are down on the mat. Back is making contact. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's do one more, focusing on the back and the shoulders. Good, go ahead and bring the arms all the way down to the mat. Take the shoulders up, down, and back so they're fully in contact with the mat. And from here, just lifting the right foot up to tabletop, floating it up and taking it down and floating it back up, putting pressure in the opposite leg as we float it up and down and up. And bringing it down. This time the right leg is going to reach out on the mat, but keeping the whole foot on the floor, you're going to pull the leg back up from that bent position with the lower abdominals. Good, one more. We're going to slide it out along the floor and then bring it back in, initiating the movement with the lower abdominals. Good, and then we're gonna press into our right foot as we float our left foot up to tabletop. We want that tabletop position to be from knee to hip, a nice straight line, and from knee to ankle, straight line. I struggle with that, mine comes too close to my body. We're gonna bring it down and then bring it up, floating it up. Good, yeah. And down, pulling those lower abdominals in and float it up. Good, and again, we're gonna take it down and then we're gonna slide it out on the mat. So we slide it out, keeping that whole foot on the floor, pulling the lower abdominals in, we bring that leg back. Good, one more time, sliding it out and bringing it back. Good, I'm gonna fix my mat because it always gets all messed up on that part. From here, we're gonna just open up our right hip. So you're just gonna let that right hip fall to the floor and then let the left one kind of come over with it, just loosely side to side. So it's just kind of warming up the hips. Good, now we're gonna bring them back up, and from here, we're gonna take them both up to that tabletop position. Thighs are together, knees are together, and ankles, hands out to the side like a T. And you're gonna bring those legs towards the floor, keeping the opposite shoulder down on the mat, and then pull them back up with the lower abdominals. Taking them to the other side, keeping the right shoulder on the mat as we go left, pull them back up. And a few more times like this. Good, and then this time we're gonna let them go all the way down to the right, looking at our left arm. Let them fall all the way. From here, you're gonna turn over your right palm so it's facing up to the ceiling. You're gonna take your left arm, turn it up to palm up, and you're gonna bring the shoulder up and turn the shoulders towards one another, stacking the hands. And then you're gonna open that arm back up, reaching it back. And just do this a few times with a deep breath. In and exhale, reaching back. Inhale, coming over. Exhale. here, turn the palms over and bring both legs up to that tabletop. Good, take them all the way to the left, stacking up the knees, turning the palms over, and then we're gonna bring that arm up and over with the shoulder. So the shoulder comes and stacks the palms, and then exhale, reach it back long. Inhale, comes up. Exhale, reach it back. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good, turn the palms back over, pressing into the floor, bring the legs back up. We're gonna extend them all the way up towards the ceiling, 90 degrees. Palms down, you're gonna take both legs down towards the right, again, keeping the left shoulder down, and then pull those legs back up. If this is too hard, then you need to bend your knees. You can make them shorter by bending the knees, and it makes it a little bit easier. Again, to the right, using those lower abdominals to pull back to center, and to the left. Good, from here we're gonna bend the knees to tabletop, and we're gonna reach the arms down by our sides. We're gonna come up, lifting the chest, reaching the arms long, and we're gonna start our 100, pumping those arms. Inhale, exhale. If this feels okay and you wanna stretch your legs out, go for it. Two more breath cycles. Good, bringing the legs back to tabletop and lowering the chest, bring the knees in and give them a little hug. Good, we're gonna take our right leg and extend it out towards the 90 degrees towards the ceiling as the left leg goes out to a hover. So we're gonna reach and come up and grab behind the hamstring. We're gonna pull 2 times towards our body and switch. Hamstring pull and switch. 2 exhales, switch. Keeping those lower abdominals in. Switch, switch. 5 more. On the left. Good, legs back to 90 and to tabletop, drop the chest. Good, from here let's rock on up to sitting and go into rolling like a ball. So we're gonna bring the feet together, knees together, drop the head, curl that spine, take the hands and wrap them around the shins, or just place the hands on the shins, depending how tight you can hold that ball. Bring your feet up, balance on your tailbone with just the tips of your toes touching the floor. Good, and we're gonna inhale to roll back, exhale, come up and balance. 10 times we go. Inhale, exhale, keeping tight. Not rolling on our neck. 5 more. Two more. And last one. Good. From here, reach the back up nice and straight. I'm gonna adjust you. Keep the back up and open the legs a little bit to hip height. Take the hands behind the hamstring and lift the chest and reach the back up at that kind of diagonal back so your chest is shining forward. From here, we're gonna extend the right leg up, stretching the hamstring, keeping the back long, abs in tight. Bring it down, stretch out the left. Good, and lower. And then we're gonna see if we can grab behind the ankles and take both up, balancing. Good. From here, let's go into our open leg rocker. So we're gonna rock back and then come up and balance. And we go. Curl the back and come up, press into the arms. Roll it back, press into the hands. And roll it back. And come on up. So straightening out that back and pressing into the hands. We'll have one more. There you go. And then bend those knees. Bring it in. Good. From here, we're gonna flip over onto our side. We're not gonna lie down today. We're gonna go right up onto our knee for our side kneeling leg lift. So hand is right underneath the shoulder. We're up on the leg, on the knee there. And we wanna take our hand and put it behind our head. We want that chest nice and square to the front. Leg is extended out from the hip and turned in parallel. From here, you're gonna reach that leg up to 90 degrees. Tap the toe down. Lower abdominals in tight. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Good. Five more. 4, 3, 2, good, and 1, lower. From here, we're going to bring our other leg out for side plank. So our hand is right underneath our shoulder and our opposite arm is lifted out. We're gonna reach it up and over to the side with a little side cambrai. And then from here, we're gonna lower that hip down to the floor. We're gonna come back up, reaching up and over to the side. Looking down at the hand and then exhale. Lowering gently down on that hip. Good. Again, reaching up. And lower down. And one more. Reach it up. And lower it down. To modify, you can have that leg bent and go up and lower down. I should have mentioned that before we did them all. All right. Other side. On the left, we're gonna go back up into that side kneeling. So we come up onto our knee, extend our leg out, reach that hand behind the head. Chest is square towards the front. Good. Leg parallel, so really turn in the toes. Lift and lower. We wanna feel that glute and outside thigh. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good. Lifting up. Now we're going to go into the side plank. So you're going to take your ankle, bring it in line with the other leg. Reach the arm up and over, looking down at the hand. From here, we want to lower the hip nice and gentle and reach it up and over. This is my weaker side. So it's very hard to get up and over. Reach it up. Lowering down and reaching up. Good. 1 more. Reach it up. Side cambrai. And up and come down. Woo! Yeah, that side's like so shaky. Whew. Good. All right, let's go into our saw, bringing our legs forward about hip distance, or sorry, wider than hip distance apart. And let's let's take our arms out to the side, palms facing forward. So this one has a lot of pieces to it. You want to lift and turn side. You want to turn that back hand over. So I turn my palm to face back. Reach forward, pinky finger towards that pinky toe, and drop the head. And then reach that back arm back. And someone turns that palm over. So it's now facing the same as my front. Turn towards the front. So inhale, reach. Exhale, lower, turn that palm. Inhale, stack the spine back up, turning the hand over. Reach forward to the right. And turning down and up. And forward. Good. Again, reach to that side. Forward. Pulling back up. And reach forward. Good. From here, hands behind the head. We're just going to go 2 little twists to the right. So we go right to center, left to center. The purpose is to turn the top of the body while keeping the hips still and stable. So we're twisting just the upper body from the ribs up, isolating that upper back. And exhale. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale. Inhale, sit up tall. Good. Take the hands between the legs and roll it forward, dropping the head, keeping the feet flexed. Just nice spine stretch forward. Breathe in. Exhale out. Stretch it out. And slowly rolling it back up, stacking the spine back up. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. And inhale, come back up. Good. Let's go on to our cat and cow. Bringing those feet hip distance apart for the knees. Hands right underneath the shoulders. And starting with a nice tabletop flat back. From here, we're going to pull into cat, arching the back up, drop the head, inhale. Exhale, drop that spine towards the floor. Inhale, pulling everything in and up. Exhale, drop it down. Good, one more, inhale. And exhale. Good, coming back to neutral spine. We're gonna go into our plank. So we're gonna walk those toes out one at a time. Stretching the right, not moving the hips, then stretching the left, keeping it nice and stable, dropping those hips down and holding plank here. We're gonna rock forward and push back into our heels. Push the toes forward, back into the heels. Inhale, exhale. 5 more. One more. Find your center and slowly bend the knees down. Take the chest down towards the mat and lift up into your cobra. Stretch out the abs. Bend the right elbow, twist the shoulders towards the right, and press it back up, back to center. Bend that left elbow, twisting to the left, back to center, and then we're gonna go back to child's pose. Open the knees, ankles together, and sit back. Take a few breaths here. Just relax. Bring your elbows close to your forehead and draw your hands back behind your back. Let's just bring our hands out, come back up to tabletop and press into downward dog, pressing the heels down into the ground. And we're gonna slowly walk towards our hands, or you can walk your hands towards your feet, depending on what works better spatially for you. Let the head hang, let the arms come to ragdoll, just folded. Let the head shake no, nod yes. And then just slowly let the arms drop and roll up through that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Bringing the arms from your side, palms are going to come towards each other, up above your head, facing one another. And we're going to drop the head and the arms forward, pouring out all the water from your bucket. Reaching for the floor, relax the back. And slowly, one at a time, stacking the spine back up to stand up.